Friday
Good Friday
afternoon, and thanks for joining us on Midday Kentucky. I'm Amber Freeman. David Goldman. Troy is still working on his TV show, The Younger You. We know a lot of you are excited about that.
It's going to be great. January, watch out, people, because he's put so much time and work into this show.
I like the watch out warning.
Well, it's exciting.
David's a king at the teases.
I get excited because I've seen how much production's gone into it, so I know it's going to be a great show.
It is. We're very excited about that. Are you excited about the first day of fall?
Oh, I am. We had this conversation a little earlier in the week. I know you get a little upset that winter follows it, but I love fall. I just think it's beautiful around Kentucky, and I know you do too.
No. Are you a pumpkin spice kind of person or a pumpkin everything?
I am not really. I like the smell. I like the candles. You know, when you walk in and you're like, fall is in the air.
So in your home, do you have candles lit, a little decoration, some spices?
Oh, yeah. No, I think I like to set the season. I'm not doing that. Okay, Brandy, I'll come in and I'll be like,
no judgment.
Oh, it's happy here. It's a good place.
No, fall is fun.
It is. And plus it reminds me, like, we've got football coming up. It's already here, I should say. It's like boom,
Where
boom,
have you
boom.
been, David?
Well, are you going to the game tomorrow?
I would like to. It's not on the agenda yet, but it's a big game. It's a big game.
It is. Mississippi State. It's going to be big.
Our meteorologist told me last night, fall officially begins. You have all morning to enjoy summer because then fall starts at 9:54 tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
So if you're at the game, celebrate fall, celebrate touchdowns. I don't know. Go all out. No, fall is pretty. It's great.
It'll be a good time.
All right. We've talked about this before. I don't know if you've been on any of the shows, but there's this nail salon, I think it's in China, that does these really crazy things with nails. Well, there is a new way they've taken. It's a sweet nail trend that's taking Instagram by storm. All right, check these out. We're going to call them Nutella nails. Basically, it's pipe cleaners that are attached artfully to the nails, and then person dips the pipe cleaners in Nutella. Why? Yeah, we don't know. But it is Nail Sunny that's responsible for the Starbucks manicure that we showed, where you can drink coffee from a cup on your nail, and then the ant farm manicure, where live ants are placed into your nails. What do you think about this?
Amber, I just want to know when you're going to be getting these.
Oh, tomorrow.
Because these are obviously what is hot, people.
Tomorrow.
I mean, I don't know if I've seen any nails this good before. The fact that they're dipping them in Nutella just takes it there.
Yeah,
I love it.
Okay, we've talked about this with the other ones. Is it something you're probably going to wear? Yeah, probably not. I mean, if you have a job, there's no way that you're going to be able to type on the computer. I'm like just looking at them.
I'm just curious what they're actually going for.
Yeah, why Nutella and why pipe cleaners? Is there something
right,
like?
I feel like it would get sticky. You know, it would leave a little, like if you accidentally like scrape up against something, not to mention the whole pipe cleaner situation.
Well, it doesn't even, I mean, I don't know. Art is in the eye of the beholder, but I don't know what that's supposed to be. So
I mean, I really want to hear people's opinions on Facebook on this.
Tell us if you agree with that. Again, appreciate the art.
Right, respect.
It's not the most practical. Would you do it? And tell us what you think the Nutella and the pipe cleaner, is that something we don't know about?
It's the newest trend, people.
Well, speaking of newest trends, here's another new trend. Sponge shoes. Now this product, believe it or not, is selling really fast. And they literally just look like shoes with kitchen sponges attached. They came out in 2017, but it seems like they've suddenly become super popular. And oh yes, they're a bargain. The price tag, 800, not pennies, pounds. So that converts to about $1,050.
Wow. You know, I just love that, oh my gosh. I just feel like they're ready to clean at any point in time. It's like you need something scrubbed. Don't worry, I've got a sponge on my foot.
For $1,500.
Which is wild.
And people are buying them.
They said they're going fast, so I just want to ask you this, Amber.
Okay.
How many pairs have you ordered?
Well, you told me earlier you have 2, so I like the blue ones better than that, I think.
They do kind of come off very spacey, like kind of like New Age. They remind me of the Jetsons.
Yeah?
But...
Those look like cheese.
But they actually are sponges.
Yeah, they're sponges. And that sponge is right there on the heel. See that? I mean, I feel like we could just flop some shoes together and start making these and make some big bucks.
If we're at Walmart and we get some electric black tape and some blue sponges, I think we just made about $1,500.
Oh, heck yeah. And they have that tape that has different designs on it. I mean,
we're going to blow these out of the water.
All right, so there you go. Let us know if you would spend your hard-earned cash on some sponge shoes.
Gosh. Yes, please. It's so great.
Well, speaking of hard-earned cash, social media. It's mean, and being an Instagram influencer is apparently a dangerous job. Recently, one woman received death threats after posting this picture, and she captioned it, "It was the long, dark night during the flight from HK, I'm guessing Hong Kong, to Rome. Stargazing is one thing to do in the cabin." Aw, how sweet. People say this picture is simply over the top, with some even saying she's sitting at the wrong end, so it's clearly staged. Others say they like the fairy lights and they think it's stunning. Are you a fan?
You know, I like this. I dig it. I don't think it's over the top, especially with everything you see on Instagram now. You know, social media, you have a lot of haters out there. And this girl's doing it. She's, you know, whether it's staged or not, which it probably is, if she's a real influencer, then she's trying to build her audience. And I think you just have to let go of the hate, you know? What do you think about the whole picture?
You're very positive. I don't know if you've heard my rants about social media. One, who are you trying to influence? Like, what is the purpose of this? People are making money by posting pictures like this, and we're seeing all of these stories about these people who are pretending that they're mega wealthy, or they have all of this, or they have these clothes, they have these trips, all these ridiculous items, and they're going into debt just so that they are popular on Instagram and maybe get a free makeup kit or a skirt every now and then.
Well, I think that it also really points out that a lot of times people see all these people that pretend to be happy. You know, and we show the happiest times, whether it's been photoshopped or whether, you know, people are looking for likes. And you're right, people make money, maybe they get something out of it. But I think the big picture is that, you know, we as basically a country, you know, we're into consumerism.
Well, worldwide. I mean, Instagram,
you're right,
that's everywhere.
Because that was international. And the thing of it is that people are always focused on what other people have. And I think that you have to kind of bring it back in and really, you got to love yourself. You know, you can't worry about what everybody else is posting.
We have Buddha David in the studio today. He's available for consultations. No, I agree with you. We've talked about how much celebrities are making with Instagram. I mean, with the Kardashians making, I think, crazy millions per post. But your average person who's wanting, I don't know if it's fame, I don't know if it's validation. They say you get a natural high off of people liking your posts, and I don't know if that's the most healthy thing. Social media gives me a lot of anxiety. I'm not very good at it.
I think it does that for a lot of people. And like you said, they are getting, you know, they say the dopamine is released when you get that like and you look at your phone. But again, kind of going back to this girl, you know, she's trying to do something with it. And if you're gonna validate it through negativity, then you're really only hurting yourself, I feel like.
Well, is it okay to put this fake image out there and give people an unrealistic ideal standard of what this life is, and that's not even her life? Is she an actor? Where does this go?
Well, I think that it really comes back to, you know, the question, is it okay? If that's what she wants to do and she's not hurting anybody else, then I'm all for it. You know, I think us as the consumers have to really get to the point where, what are we going to feed into?
But these are kids looking at that. These are teenagers. True. You're in such a very vulnerable stage where you look at that and then you're unhappy with your own life, and come to find out that's not even their life. So it's an real. Unrealistic standard to go to. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell us.
It's such a heavy topic.
It really is. Social media, again, I'm not a social media hater. I mean, I do it. We all have to do it. But just even posting regular pictures is anxiety.
And I noticed Amber said we all have to do it. You know, it's one of those things where in our culture now, to really be a part of it, we're posting, this is what's happening, we're trying to promote, because, you know, let's be honest, we like to rock and roll, have fun. We want people to see, like with Midday Kentucky, where we are, what we're doing, and we love the feedback from everybody. So it's also really a great tool to use as well.
Well, yeah, I think if you're using it as a job, I just personally don't get the entire influencer thing. So to let us know, please let me understand exactly what we're getting out of that. It's a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if that sounds like a lot, how about making friends? That can be hard. If you're having trouble making friends, ladies, we found the perfect solution for you. It's called Hey Vina, and it's an app just like Tinder, only it helps you find female friends. When you join, you fill out a quick yes or no survey, and then you start swiping. If you match someone, it means you should go out and meet them.
What are your thoughts on this? Do you feel like this is something you would ever really use?
Well, I've never used any of these, so I don't even know which way you're supposed to swipe. But I think it's a good idea. It's hard as a female, especially as you get older or you move around, to meet friends because everybody's in such a different stage of life, especially if you're married or if you have kids or you aren't married and you don't have kids, people are working. So what a great opportunity to actually meet people who you may have something in common with. I think Bumble has an app that's similar to this, and I don't know what it's called, but it's, instead of dating, it's just a friend finder.
I think this is really cool.
Yeah.
I think it's a way that people can connect. It kind of breaks down those barriers. Sometimes it's intimidating to go and ask somebody, hey, are you into this type of...
Will you be my friend?
Yeah, well, you know what, though? You're right,
It's
though.
true.
When people get older, we kind of get a little bit more, I think the word's reclusive, you know? That's right. I think that's the correct word, where you kind of want to go into your little hole and, you know,
David,
get on your social media.
We need to talk about that.
Well, if anybody knows me, they know that that's not me at all. But when you have a more introverted personality, to be able to go on to a social media and actually, hey, you're into soccer or you're into weightlifting,
you're looking for the same thing.
Then let's go do it. This is cool because it also tells people like where to go to enjoy that.
Yeah.
So if it's just getting some wine, hanging out, talking about life, they have suggestions for you.
No, I think it's cool. What do you think about it being offered for the ladies and not the men?
Well, when I read about this, I was like, when are they coming out with a man version of this?
Yeah.
Because there've been times where it's like, you know, if I like to rock climb, so sometimes it can be a little, you know, how do you find somebody that can fit your schedule?
How am I going to be able to pencil you in when we go rock climbing is basically what you're saying.
But it is. It's like, because, again, you just don't want people to feel like, you know, hey, do you want to meet me down here? I've never met you before, but I saw you on Facebook, and I know you like rock climbing, too.
Or I saw you in the bar. You look like you like rock climbing. Let's do it.
Let's rock climb. Rocktoberfest is coming up. That's where I go to meet all the climbers. So it's...
Watch out, rock climbers. No, I think it's a good thing.
I think so, too, but I want to hear what people think. I want to know if anybody's used it.
Let us know if you've used it or if you've used the other version and how it's worked out for you. Maybe you have a BFF from it.
Yeah.
All right, listen to this story. This one gives a kick out of it. If you're interested in becoming a nanny, you may have to make sure you have a few licenses or certifications under your belt. But it turns out nannying, I guess that's a word, isn't just watching kids anymore. More and more nannies are being asked to look after the parents of the family as well. For example, one nanny has been asked to blow dry the parents' hair, and another needed to know yoga to make sure the entire family was balanced and mindful. And yes, that meant driving to the father's office when the kids were at school. Just so you know, we're playing clips from TV Super Nanny during the story. David Goldman, I feel like you would use this.
I would love a nanny. Okay, so
you don't even have kids, and I feel like you'd
again, just for me, if somebody could drive me around and help me make food and help me around the house, I would be so happy.
How would you feel if you were the nanny going into the interview thinking that you're just going to be taking care of kids, and they're like, so, how are you at a French twist?
Oh, well, you know, I think that they are taking on even other responsibilities that maybe they don't expect. Like, if you were hired to take care of the kids, but suddenly you also kind of become a personal assistant to a lot of people, and I think that's really where that line gets crossed.
Yeah, that's multitasking.
So,
and then who takes the priority? Like, mom needs her hair done, or the kid needs to bath and needs to eat?
Oh yeah, I could totally see myself asking, like, so can you make my appointment for Thursday? I've got to do this. You wouldn't do that? I feel like you'd love that, Amber.
No, I don't know. I mean, it sounds nice, but it's a little awkward, especially when they're taking precedence over your kids. You know who I feel would use this service to a T?
Who?
Is Mr. TT himself, Troy Thompson. I wish he was on to talk about this one.
I definitely feel like Troy would love... Troy kind of probably has a nanny. I feel like his house cleaner, because he talks about her all the time on the show.
Well, she's been on the show.
Of course she has.
She does play kind of psychologist slash cleaner, probably slash, I don't know what the nanny would be if you don't have kids. What
the
that's
nanny.
Called.
I love it.
All right.